Hello friends, in the first video we'll see that how to create a frame and how to create label, button, checkbox and how to make the radio buttons. In this we will see the some of the AWT controls. First we'll see that the choice control. First, what is the purpose of using choice? The object of choice class is used to show the pop-up menu of all choices. Choice is selected by the user as shown on the top of the menu. First we will run this program and see how the choice seal looks. Then we will come to know how the choice. See here, this is the choice, and when you are clicking on this one choice box, it will display the list of items present in the choice. Is it clear how the choice is there? So pop-up menu of choices is there. See here, pop-up menu of choices is there. Choice can selected by the user. So user can select the choice from the top of menu. So how to write the program, we will see that. First I will close this and then see here. First you have to same thing, right click on this here, new and then Java class, and this here give the name of the class and then click on finish. So click on finish and then already it is created, that's why I am clicking on cancel and give the name as whatever you want. And create choice is the name of the class. In that frame object you are declared and choice variable you are declared. And after that creating the constructor and frame create here. So in this frame we are not passing any of the title, it's a blank one, frame is blank. And after that inside that you are creating the choice object. Choice C equals new choice, and set bounds I already explained what is the purpose of using set bounds. And in that you are adding the items. See here we are adding these items. So C dot add item 1, item 2, like this 5 items you are adding to the choice. So object of the choice is C, that's why C dot add all these items. After adding the items to the choice, you have to add the choice object to frame, that's why F dot add C. And after that you have to set the size of the frame, set the layout and make that set visible true. And then you are calling this in main method, you are calling the constructor object. See here, I will run this program once again and see that how the output looks. So this is the choice. This frame is not having any title because here title is blank only. Just see here, I am not passing any of the title here. Is it clear? So here no title is not there, and then the list of menu items, and you can select this any one of the choice from among the menu. Is it clear? I think it is understood. Here we will see the example of grid back layout example. See here, before we have seen that grid layout we have divided the entire screen into equal number of rows and columns. Here in grid back layout, class is used to align the components vertically and horizontally. The components may not be of the same size. Is it clear? Here the components are not in the same size. See here we have created the grid back layout example. Grid back layout example constructor we have created, frame, and then you are created a grid back layout. This is the object and new grid back and grid back constraint. When you are using grid back layout, you are supposed to create the object of the grid back constraint. That I will explain you later. And once you created this grid back layout, you can set the layout for this one. And after that you can set this grid X and grid Y. So what do you mean by this grid X and grid Y? Grid X and grid Y specify the row and column at the upper left corner of the component. So I will show the I will run the program and show you the output. See here. Here grid X and grid Y specify the upper left of the components. At the upper left of the component 0, 0. What is the position of the button 1? 0, 0. So that is only here representing grid X 0, grid Y 0 means button 1 we are placing. So when you are adding in the grid back constraint, you are supposed to add here. Each component is associated with the instance of the grid back constraints. So it is associated with this object. B1 component is associated with the object of the grid back constraints. So GBC is the object of the grid back constraints. And what is the position of this? Button 2. So here button 2 is, so button 2 position is your grid X 1 and 0. So here button 2 is placed. And after that here, so before that I will show you that I will putting the comment for this one and how the output looks I will show you. See here. So here grid back constraint dot horizontal means, see here, this is the gap you are seeing that. If you are not putting, you are removing the comment, so वो पूरा आपका बटन में ये हो जाएगा. बटन जितना है वो हॉरिजॉन्टल कितना गैप है उतना वो आपका बटन का ये हो साइज हो जाएगा. एंड आफ्टर दैट विल सी दैट, हाँ, सो बटन 3, so that is button 3. So button 3 when you are creating, before this the iPad E, so that means 20 means it is the height and width of the button. See here, this is the what height and width is, that is 20, this one. If you are making it as, I am putting comment here, see the size of that button is what, see size will be reduced. This is what this iPad E 20 GB. Is it clear? And after that you are placing this buttons and fill I have already explained. And one more thing I have to give the explanation for this. Grid GBC grid width 2 button 5. Button 5 का position here. Suppose I am making this one as 1. How this output looks? अभी देखो आपका button 5 will be positioned at the width is 1 only. When I am making it as two components, the button 5 width is increased. So I am running again the program. See this button 5. So grid width will be increased. Entire button size will be increased. And after that make the size 300 and visible true. I think it is clear. Grid back constraint. Is it clear? See here, we will see the program of menu bar. That is a practical 5. How to create the user defined menu. You will see that. I think already you must be knowing that what is menu with. List of options are there and you can select the whatever the option you want. See here, file, edit, view, like these are the menus. So user defined menus, how to create, we will see that. So same thing, start from here, create, right click here and right click on this frame, new and frame, and here you can give the name and then click on finish. So already I have created, that's why I am clicking on cancel button. And first you have to see, I will run the program and see the output. See here, this is what the frame we have created. What is the title of the frame? Menu bar demo programming. Here only one menu it is created. So what is the menu name? Colors. And then here the list of menu items. This red, blue, black, these are the menu items. So we will see how to create this one. So first frame you have created, frame title is menu bar demo programming. This is the frame title and you are setting the size, that is width 400 and height 400, and after that you have to make the set visible true. Until unless if you are not making true, the frame is not visible. That I have already explained. And after that, you have to create. Here 3 things you should remember. First, you have to create the object of the menu bar. This is the line which you are seeing. It is a menu bar. You have to create the object of the menu bar. When you are writing menu bar is a class, that is, you have to write this only, predefined class it is. So M capital and bar B capital. So menu bar, so MB is the object we have declared already here. See MB equals what? New menu bar. And after creating the object, you have to set to menu bar to the frame. What is the object of the frame? F. And F dot set menu bar. And after that, you have to create the object of the menus. So M is a menu object. M equals new menu. What is the name of the menu? You have to specify. Here colors is there. So that's why you have passed it as a colors. And after that, you have created the menu item. See, I am clicking on this menu. The list of menu item will be displayed. So what are the menu items? Red, blue, black. So black I have made it as gray color, that I will explain you. Once you create the object of the menu items, you have to add the menu item to the menus. And see here, and you are first adding the menu item to the menus, you have to add this menu to the menu bar. Is it clear? आपको पहला मेन्यू को मेन्यू बार को ऐड करने का, बाद में मेन्यू आइटम को मेन्यूज के अंदर मेन्यू का ऑब्जेक्ट को ऐड करने का. सो मेन्यू बार का ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है? एमबी डॉट ऐड एम. एम इज द व्हाट? ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ द मेन्यू. कलर्स का ऑब्जेक्ट है एम, इसको मेन्यू बार को ऐड किया. इसके बाद क्या किया? सो दीज आर द मेन्यू आइटम्स यू आर एडिंग टू दिस व्हाट? मेन्यू को ऐड कर रहा है. सो एम डॉट ऐड m1 m2 m3 एंड आफ्टर दैट m3 डॉट सेट enabled false. सो ट्रू करे. बाय डिफॉल्ट इट इज ट्रू ओनली. इफ यू आर मेंशन false, that means it is unselected, deselected. Is it clear? So this is what about the menus, how to create the menus. I think it is clear. First thing is what? You have to create the frame. Inside the frame, you have to create the object of the menu bar, object of the menu, and menu items object. So you have to create the menu bar object to the first, add to the frame, and then add menu to the menu bar and menu items to the menus. It is clear, I think.